know what culture shock is because you've all been through it. When you arrived back in September or even the September before that, some of you might even have been here when we talked about this graph. You came to Leeds to start with. It was a holiday stage, exciting, new, but then you started to get homesick, missed your parents, didn't like the British weather, didn't like the food, couldn't do the British study, and you got very disappointed. You nearly went home, but you hung on, and then it got better. And so you started to be able to do the work and to settle down, and then you lived as an independent, free adult in a foreign country, which is exciting. But now we get to the reverse culture shock, and there's this bit on the end that we didn't tell you about, and this is when you go home. So our main character in the drama is a student from Finland called Seija, and she's been studying at Leeds, doing an MBA, and is now preparing to leave and go back home. But first, she goes into the international office to talk about the possibility of staying on in Britain and getting a job and working here for a while.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Seija. What can I do for you today?
I've thought that to get a better job in Finland, I would probably need to have some working experience here in the UK. So what do I need to do if I want to stay in the UK and work here?
Well, you could apply for the post-study work scheme if you're eligible. Otherwise, you'd need to look for a job and your employer would need to apply for a work permit for you. We've got lots of leaflets and all the possibilities at the International Student Office, so all you'd need to do is pop across to number 18 Blenheim Terrace and see one of the advisors or pick up a leaflet to read more.
Thanks. So what else do I need to do if I want to stay in the UK?
In order to stay in the UK, you need to ensure that you extend your visa or apply for a new one before your current visa has expired.
Thank you. This has been very helpful. You are very kind. So I will make a proper appointment and come and talk about these different programs a bit later.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
So Seija decides that perhaps this is not the right time to try and stay on in this country. In any way, she has some commitments at home. So now we see her saying her goodbyes to her friends in Leeds, and then it's up and away, and arriving home by taxi.
Hello.
How are you?
Not too bad. Better if we could get my umbrella up.
It's always raining here.
I'll stand under yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will really miss you. We have had such good times together.
Yes, I
Don't you set me off now.
Oh,
Don't let me get wet. Oh, so how have you been?
Yeah, very well, yes, thank you.
See, now we are leaving, I've decided to make this nice host card for my family to just to say thank you very much for all of the good times and how they've looked after me. What do you think?
Oh, I think it looks great.
it's great and it's a great idea if you're going to do the same.
Don't copy my style though.
All right. Well, yeah.
Oh, we have been eating so many farewell meals.
Yes, my stomach is so full. Have you eaten them also?
Yeah.
Yes, but I have an idea.
What?
Why don't you come to Finland to visit me after 1 year? It would be really nice to talk about our different experiences.
Oh, excellent. I would love that. That would be really, really nice. Thank you.
I'm getting wet.
Okay, so see you in Finland in 1 year's time.
Yes,
Okay,
see you
bye-bye.
later. All right.
I think she should be back soon.
It should be coming soon now. Yes, it must be coming. Yes, I've seen it for a year.
You think she's walked it up?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, yes,
There she is. Oh! What is this?
What do you have?
Oh,
Wow. Let's see.
what is this?
You give us a surprise?
Leeds MBA with distinction.
I'm so glad to be in Finland. It is such a good time to be here. I nearly cried when I was in the aeroplane. I saw the miss Finland too.
Welcome. Missed you. Well, welcome. You know, we must have a sauna now you are home. You know, I have been getting some birch twigs so that we can heat ourselves, soften the muscles, and it will be good for you after sitting and playing all that time. I'll get it heated up, and then when you've been in, your brother and I, we can go in when it's hotter. So this will be really exciting. We look forward to this.
I just make some fresh, good coffee.
Oh.
And I've just baked some pulla. Come have some pulla.
Wonderful. So it's so good to be in Finland. I really feel like this is my holiday, and I could understand everything what they say on radio. And there are so many new Finnish songs. This feels fantastic Finnish. Even the little rugs on the floors, and I can't wait to do the summer jobs, to wash the rugs and to pick the blueberries and mushrooms. Fantastic Finnish.
So good to have you guys.
Come in. Yes. So this is the celebrity stage. You're back from an exotic foreign university, and people want to meet you, lots of parties and so on. But now we follow Saya a few weeks later with the family, and one or two problems are just starting to show up. Oh, so will the food be ready soon?
Well, still cooking.
Oh, Papa, you shouldn't put so much salt in your food. It's very unhealthy for you. It affects your blood pressure.
Well, I'm very surprised. Sorry, you're surprised that you didn't used to talk to your father like that. Anyway, I don't like your glasses.
Yeah, but this is the new fashion now. Everybody wears this in Leeds. I like to be cosmopolitan. It's good to follow the fashion. And how about my weight is just the same. I just might look a little bit different because
your dinner.
Yes, because I've been away 1 year, so that makes a difference. But my health is very good. But how are you, Mama? How is your health? You seem so fragile now. And what on earth have you done to your hair, Mama? What will the neighbors say? Shouldn't you think of your age?
I think maybe it's a hairdresser overdo a bit. But your papa liked it.
Yes, you know, I think it's very interesting. Yes, yes.
Oh, by the way, when will I see my new nephew? So strange. When I left for the UK, I had one niece, and now my big brother has also got a little boy. And I feel I have missed out from my nephew's birth and so many other things. I feel like I'm an outsider in my own family, and my old room is not mine anymore because my younger sister is there, and my other old brother has been divorced.
Well, it's a pity you have missed some of the family events, but of course you are part of the family. I know that we had to move your small sister into your bedroom, but we'll find somewhere for you to sleep by tonight. It'll be okay. Yes. But your mother and I, we have something to say to you. I know this is quite early, but we're really excited that you've been to Leeds, that you've studied. We're really proud of you. But what we want to say is, do you think it's time you should start to think about getting married?
Oh, married!
Grandchild.
Mama, I just got my new degrees.
Oh.
I would like to advance with my career and so on. Well, maybe a bit later. Yes.
Well, yes.
Um,
your friends, some of your friends are still here. You could go and see Anna. Yes.
But I feel I have not things with common anymore with my friends. They have got their careers and families and new jobs, and here am I starting all over again.
But what about this, your friend Anna? Aren't you not going to see her later?
Yes, I have tried to contact my friends, but they are so busy, and I think I don't have things in common with them.
It's all right to be sad.
Nobody understands me.
You can go out with her because before you come back, she was looking forward to see you again.
Yes, and I really miss my friends in Leeds, and I wouldn't think I would be so sad and lonely and miserable coming to home. But you're right. I think I'll go and see Anna today.
That would be good.
Yes.
Good. So,
Yeah.
What are you going to do then later with her?
Right, yes. Well, I have been now in Leeds for 1 year. Why all these questions now? I'm used to being independent now.
Well, you're home now. And what time are you coming back? Come back, remember, 11 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
So, this is the unhappy stage. You've been living as a mature man, woman, independent person in a foreign country. Then you go home, your mother or father expects you to be the little daughter, the little boy again. And that's going to be some tension that will have to be worked through. Your parents perhaps look older than you remember them. And this is going to bring some stress. You don't realize this, but you've picked up some English habits, ways of living while you've been here. You don't know this, but when you go home, this will start to show itself. And this is going to cause some tension in who you are as a person. And there's going to, I'm sorry to say, be a bit of unhappiness there. It can last 6 months, even up to 12 months, depending on your experience here and who you are as a person. So next, we are going to follow Saya as she meets up with some of her old friends.
Oh, hi, how are you? How are you?
I'm so glad you could come to visit me in Finland. I have really missed you. We had such good times. Please come and sit here. We can have a cup of
Oh,
coffee.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So how were their flights? Did you have good flights?
Oh no, I didn't have a good flight. I was delayed, it took me ages, I missed all the connections. But I did get to see how beautiful Finland is. I spent many hours on the trains.
Well, my flights were everything all right. Yes, I had good connections, everything on time. I didn't lose the luggage. So fantastic. Yeah.
So how is life now?
Oh, do you remember all those old times together in Leeds?
Yeah, all the refreshing rain.
Yeah.
Oh, and fish and chips. Mwah.
I really miss my old calm student life.
Yeah, and those evenings with the International Student
Yeah.
Club and the fast internet connections at the uni.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wish I could be in Leeds again,
Yeah.
in those carefree student days.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, so now we have been about 1 year in our home countries.
Yes.
So we have got some new experiences. Do you still remember what happened to you when you first went back to your home countries?
Well, what happened to me was...
Oh, hello, Mr. Maggie. How are you?
Hello Tina, it has been a long time. I'm very well, thank you.
Yes, I can see.
Oh, you're noticing the desk. Yes.
Yes.
While you were away, I got promoted deputy manager and got this old desk of yours.
All right, fantastic.
Yes, I'm very, very happy.
Good.
Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, hiya. How are you?
So, how was England? We hear that the weather there is so terrible all the time, always raining. Is that true?
Well, you know, it rains now and then, but it's quite refreshing, yes. By the way, in the time I have been in Leeds, in England, I have been researching lot of new things, yes. And in England I have learned so much. And you know, in England they have a new model, and I think we should change the whole system of this company to this new one I have learned in England.
This is not England.
Yeah.
And the weather there is so terrible all the time. I don't think we would be going there. So this clever university girl is back. So when you were gone, we have made some new arrangements. Mr. Mackey is now our new deputy manager. And we'll see what a little corner of the office we can arrange for you.
But you promised me a promotion.
But while you have been gone, we have thought about you too.
Yeah.
Mr. Mackey and I
Alright.
ordered a new table and chair for you from a mail order catalog. But there seems to be have been some confusion about the size. Mr. Mackey,
It's not our fault.
Oh,
so how did you feel about it?
I felt so I didn't want it to be there. I didn't like it anymore, my old working position. It was very frustrating, really.
Yes, sometimes it may make you feel a bit better if you have a good cry.
Yeah. Don't keep hugging me. Because I'm going to keep...
Sometimes you should not tell everybody all of your ideas at once. Take things little by little. You know, they may not want to listen to you all at the first time.
Yes, and sometimes it's also good not to take all the criticism so seriously and to congratulate your work colleagues when they have done well and not to mention your overseas training too much.
All right. What I found it was that it was hard to come back to my old working position because sometimes people feel a bit attacked if women have more education than they have. Yeah.
Yes, there is still a lot of prejudice against overseas training. But when going back, it's good to read recent reports and to catch up with the latest newsletters. And it's very good to suggest change little by little, not all at once, but by consulting, negotiating, and letting ideas take root.
Yeah, because something I also felt, it was that people felt a bit frustrated if they have colleagues with that have been trained overseas because they feel that they are going to feel superior to them. Yeah.
Shall we take it again?
Yeah, let's try again.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Mr. Mackey. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Tina. Since you've been away, I got appointed manager. I got this old desk of yours.
All right, congratulations. I've seen you have done well.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Hello, Tina. Nice to see you again. How was England? We hear that the weather there is so terrible all the time. Always raining. Is that true?
Well, it is, but you know, rain could be quite refreshing, so it's not bad. Yeah. By the way, before I left the firm, the company had some new projects in mind. What has happened to all these new projects?
It's a good question. It has been going very well.
All right.
Actually, now we need some new expertise.
Really? Good. So,
We think with your training, you can look at the project that we've done and we can discuss what's going on and we can see whether we can make this even better.
all right.
So, what have you learned in the big world?
Well, in fact, this is what I would like to discuss with you. I would like to know how the new skill I've got, it could fit into
stage. You're no longer a celebrity. Nobody's interested in Leeds. And some of you are going back to a country where maybe life is faster. New York, Japan, South Korea. Everybody's rushing around. You just wish, just slow down a bit, like life in Leeds. Or some of you are going back. You may be a teacher in a school where there's no electricity. I talked to a head teacher in Uganda, and she'd studied in this country. She said, oh, home back there in England, you could go to the library, they would get you any book that you wanted. It was no trouble. She said, look at me now. I'm a head teacher. I don't even have a desk in my office. And that was true. So there's going to be tension, one way or the other. And we're going to continue our drama now. We're going to follow Saya meeting up with more of her friends, discussing how things are going.
So, Maxim, I heard that you also met some of your friends.
Yeah, it was a bit different from Tina's, but I thought this is how it happened to me when I went back.
Okay.
Greetings from England! How are you doing? Oh, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
So, nice to see you again. So, how was England?
Oh, England was great.
Really?
I had such a good time. I did so many good things. Let me show you. I've got all my photos on my phone. I'll send you the Facebook account as well.
All right.
You like those?
Yeah.
Oh, but you see, I've been playing cricket, rugby, television. Oh, I've got some more photos here.
Oh,
And
no,
look,
you
this
know,
one's a video clip.
We don't play cricket
Oh.
here.
Yes, we have just bought new mountain bikes.
Yes.
You see, we are training for next year's big competition. In fact, I got my mobile phone.
Sure you're not going to see the photos of England? No, England, rugby. I think I better be going now. And, it was great to see you.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
we'll catch up.
Yes, we'll have to play.
Oh,
Yes, see you.
See you.
Bye.
So, you saw how that went. It was absolutely awful. My friends just didn't want to listen to anything that I'd done.
Yeah, that could be very hard. But do you want a point?
Okay.
People doesn't want to watch all your pictures.
They were good
Yeah.
pictures.
Even though.
Yes, first, I think it's good to show interest to your friends and only tell a little bit about your overseas experiences and just to keep it short and not to bore your friends.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's better to listen than to talk. Yeah, and it's very important to show interest in the goals that your friends have achieved while you were in the UK.
Yes, it's good to ask your friend questions and show your interest.
Yes.
Well, listen to that. So, should we see how it could have gone if I actually listened?
Yeah.
Hello, greetings from England. How you doing? Oh, good to see you.
How was England?
England was great. I had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
But what have you two been doing? I can see you on a bike.
We have got new mountain bicycles and we are training for New Year's races.
Excellent. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
It's been very good for our health. But you seem quite fit too, so what have you been doing?
Well, Well, I've got a friend, Richard, and he's been teaching me how to play cricket and rugby. In fact, we did a bit of cycling as well, and he's coming to visit us in a week or so.
All right, I've been watching cricket on the TV.
It's
and
great.
I don't understand anything.
Oh. Well, maybe when he turns up, I could teach you the rules.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and I would like to meet your friend and talk about cycling when he comes here.
Yeah, so we can play cricket and go out for a bike ride.
Great. Good.
And I have a few photos, but I'll show you those later.
All right. All right, see you
Okay,
later.
bye-bye, thank you.
So you have become a different person with different values. Not everyone's going to be happy about this, and you won't realize it until some people start to react against that. Some people are going to be jealous that you've had this experience in a foreign country, and that may be difficult for you. But you are starting to move now into the confident stage. And the trick is to be a citizen of both cultures, not to be always wishing you were back in Leeds, but to appreciate what you enjoyed in Leeds, the things you learned there, and to appreciate your home country and the good things there, and see yourself as a citizen of both cultures, and that will help you to move on into the confident stage. So now you're meeting with your former students again? Good.
So, Tina and Maxim, how about a cup of English tea?
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, here we go. So,
Oh, thank you.
wonderful. I think for you it was 4 sugars, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was. I cut down to 5.
I remember from the club that I was sweet too.
It's great. I love a really sugary cup of tea.
Good. No sugar left, so.
So, what have you been doing?
Well, in Finland, we have now a woman president, and for a time we had also a woman prime minister. So there seems to be a lot of new things going on in Finland.
All
Led
right.
by women.
Yeah, that seems positive. In my country, it's not like this because there has been economical regression, and lots of people have lost their jobs and they are unemployed, and it's really difficult to find a job, even if you have high qualifications. Yeah.
It sounds doom and gloom from our side. I mean, in my country, there's been a civil war. Friends, relatives have lost close family members, business. It's been horrendous. It's been really difficult to cope.
So, what have helped you to cope with all these changes?
My friends, all of the friends that I made while I was in university. I kept in contact with them. I would regularly email and sometimes talk to them. I kept on participating in different events in my country, and that support just really got me through.
Yes, it has helped me to try to think what is the problem and then how to cope with that. I remember when I feel very frustrated or distressed, I try to have a break and do what I have always enjoyed doing, like going swimming or walking my dog.
Yeah, I think it's very important to take your time to adapt back in home. Yeah.
We all really need a rest every now and again, and to just keep in contact with our friends, because you can't do this on your own.
Yeah, that's true.
I have really enjoyed your company here in Finland. Thank you so much for coming. Let's go and meet my family once more. My mother has invited you for a cup of coffee and Finnish pulla.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, let's go.
So, how's your flight?
It was good.
Yeah,
Yes.
Is this pull-up?
Hula from Finland, yeah.
Ah, excellent.
So the message that we're trying to get across to you is that reverse culture shock is normal. It's not a sign that perhaps you need some medication or something. Yes, there are going to be some problems when you go back, but you will push your way through them because you've already done it here. You've come here, you've not just coped in a foreign culture, but you succeeded and you studied and you're going back with a qualification, and that will give you a new confidence about yourself, and you know you can push through this when you go home. Because it won't be so long and it won't be so bad as when you came to Leeds. But what I really want to say to you is congratulations. You have done well, you have come to Leeds, you have succeeded, and I want to say well done. But we haven't quite finished. We're following Saya now in full independent stage back at home with her mother and father and some of her old classmates from Leeds.
Would you like to have some more?
Oh, I have already, thank you.
Second piece, but maybe a little bit
Oh,
later.
that's great, really, thank you.
Oh, this looks good. Thank you. Wow.
Have a plate.
See, Father gets the biggest piece.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I hear that you've done well and you've got jobs now back home. How did that go?
Yeah.
Well, I saw an advert in a paper, went to the interview.
Yeah.
We saw how that went earlier, and through my skills and talents, they gave me the position and started me on a little bit more money than the regular trainee. It was very good.
That's good. In my case, was easier. I had this friend who saw a post in his working position, and he called me to see if I was interested, and that was it. I got the job.
Wow,
Yeah.
well done.
Yes.
It sounds all very good. So have you truly overcome your reverse cultural shock then? Do you think you have learned something from it?
Oh yes, I think everybody goes through the reverse cultural shock to some degree. Everybody who has been abroad go through this, and you need to take your time to, adapt back in home. Yes.
Well, yeah, it's strange you say about making your time. While I was waiting in one of the airports to come home, I met some friends. Well, they weren't friends at the time, but they became friends, and we exchanged stories. And one of the stories was about a series of travellers. They'd been travelling on this journey long and hard for 3 to 4 days. Everybody was tired, and it was the middle of the 4th day, and they suddenly decided to stop and rest. Now, my friends couldn't understand why there was still a half day left and they could keep on going, but the travellers decided to rest and said, sometimes it's good just to sit down and relax and let your soul catch up with how fast your body's been going.
Oh, that's
good.
a so
like
true
that.
story. Yeah, I love it. I think you are so right. Yes.
I also think that I have needed all this time to adjust back in Finland. Only now I start to feel that life is good again. My old friends have accepted me back to Finland. I got a new job. And a few months ago, I went to visit the UK, and then I came back to Finland again. And this time, moving from one country to another wasn't so difficult because I knew what to expect. When we went through culture shock and reverse culture shock, we experienced many new things, but I think that it has been well worth the trouble.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've got some excellent news. Next year, my little sister's going to Leeds to study.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So she'll go through everything that we've been through.
Lucky her. I hope she will be as happy in the International Students Club and university.
Yeah, I also have a big news.
Tell me.
What?
I'm blonde. No. I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
And have you got a picture? Who is this
Yes,
man?
he's the most handsome man in the world.
do
Look
so.
at this. I'm so in love with him. Yes,
You
he's
are
my.
so lucky.
I know. Yes, he's my very, very good friend who helped me to adapt back in home when I went through the reverse cultural shock. Yes. Good.
Congratulations. We hope that you will be very happy.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for coming to visit me in Finland and my family. I have really enjoyed our discussions and it's been so good to see you.
Good.
I've really enjoyed my time. Why not next year you and your whole family come to see me in my country and we'll talk all about all of the things that's happened.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
I like traveling.
I love to know new cultures.
I like my friends.
Good.